Hey everybody, Scotty G with ListenUp, and today I'm here with Andy Kerr from Bowers Wilkins.
Hi everybody. So the model we have here in front is the 801 D4 signature. It's available in the two finishes. You can see the California Burl, as we refer to it. That's Burl, not girl, by the way, which is an incredibly highly figured wood. Beautiful kind of, if you're familiar with the story of the signature product, which I'll go to in just a moment, it kind of lines up historically to how that product looked over different generations. We recognize, I think, certain kind of customers are just going to love that straight away, but what we also have, if what you prefer is perhaps a slightly more modern looking finish, is we also have the painted version as well. This is the same speaker technically, but it's finished in midnight blue metallic. And a midnight blue metallic is a finish that we, you may know, we use on our Nautilus loudspeaker. Yep. It's one of the stock colors on that product. So this is, again, it's a hyper luxurious finish. It's very distinct from the stock standard product. It marks this out as something special. Although, of course, as we'll go into in just a moment, the key point with signatures is it's not just about the finish. That's only one part of the story.
Awesome. Well, what else can you tell us?
So Signature is very special. It's a brand name to us. I think the best way for you guys to think about it, if you're not familiar with it, is it's a bit like AMG to Mercedes-Benz or RS to Porsche, if you know that. Yeah. So the premise here is what we're trying to do is deliver a kind of extreme performance up and beauty up version of a stock product. The original Signature product came out in 1991. Now our founder, John Bowers, had been like the kind of cornerstone of the company, the heartbeat of how we thought about things, and he passed away. He passed away very sadly in 1987. And his team, working at the research establishment, the Stenning Research Establishment, SRE as it's sometimes known, decided that what they would do is release a product that was essentially a tribute to him. And that particular model was the Silver Signature. And if you look on the front of that particular model, there's almost like a handwritten badge on the front of that saying that Silver Signature, which is written essentially in a kind of tribute to his handwriting style. It was a very, very special loudspeaker, very beautiful, highly rare today and prized by collectors and very expensive even now. And it kind of set an idea. And the idea was what we would do every so often with signatures, we'd say, well, look, this is where we've got to, this is how much we've learned. Let's release that as a sort of statement piece, if you like. This is the state of our art today. And that's exactly what we're doing with this model.
Yeah, the Silver Signatures I can remember well. Those were awesome. The SIG 30s as well.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
So the premise is, and we have another model, of course, in this range as well, which is in the other room, which is the 805, the smaller model. Yeah. The idea is basically saying, look, you already love, well, we hope you love how these speakers perform. Let's see what we can do to kind of take it to the next level. So there's a ton of different performance upgrades going on in here. I mean, as you said, we just said, the finish is incredible, but the performance upgrades are real as well. So we have a new design of tweeter grill mesh, which sounds like a small thing, but it's actually a very big deal in terms of the openness and transparency of the system. We have completely redesigned the top of the loudspeaker to greatly increase the stiffness already over what is a highly stiff cabinet. And of course, it has advantages because it makes the loudspeaker mechanically more quiet. Yep. And that means essentially you hear more of what you're supposed to hear, and that's a good thing. We've got upgrades to all the drive units down here. So the bass units in the case of this, the mid-bass drive units in the case of the 805. So new motor systems, magnets as we refer to them, to try and improve or reduce the current distortion, lower the inductance and get a kind of cleaner sound output from the system. Changes at the bottom on this particular model. This particular model has a greatly updated port at the bottom of the cabinet. The port on a regular model is made from plastic, as it has been for a long time, with our very famous flow port technology, the dimpled thing on the edge of on the port, which reduces port turbulence. What we have now is aluminium. So obviously we say aluminium, I know you differ. Aluminium on the construction, and that produces a quieter system, a quieter output, which again means cleaner, more accurate sound. I think that's a signature message, if you'll forgive the pun, across a signature loudspeaker, is taking the system and producing even lower distortion wherever we can and a cleaner, more real sound. So if you're familiar with the sound of something like this, don't expect dramatic changes in scale, overall scale, but expect big changes in the believability, the resolution, the sense of like being able to place instruments in the soundstage. All of those things are there. The last major change is on the crossover. Again, significant upgrades in there, which is again something we've done a ton over the years with signature products, improved componentry in here. The end game, and that's what we're going to do today, which we're quite excited about, is if you A/B the standard model which, like I said, hopefully is already pretty good.
Yeah.
With the signature model has you doing that. It kind of takes your breath away. And that's kind of the intent, right? So yeah, we're pretty excited. What we refer to internally right now is this is what we say is the best of our best. This is the most that we know how to do right now. Of course, sometime down the line we'll come out with something else, because we always do. But for right now, this is a pretty sophisticated loudspeaker.
That's awesome. Man, thank you very, very much for going through that with us.
No problem, thank you.